This is what we're gonna do here. So, does anybody watch sports? All right, everybody who don't watch sports, you've heard of sports. All right, cool. So in sports, right? And we're gonna set this up like this. There's two places to be, right? There's in the stands and there's on the court. You guys get that, right? So in the stands, right? Who's in the stands? Yeah, Philip is talking. Philip got jewels. Spectators, right? They're fans, short for fanatics, spectators in the stands. So the conversations in the stands are different than conversations going on the court, right? So on the court, there's different conversations than in the stand. In the stands, there's a lot of like conceptual stuff. When I talk to people, it ain't about concept or theory. It's all about getting on the court. So when you're in the stands, it's kind of a lot of judgment of others, judgment of the players, judgment of yourself. I could be doing that. I should be doing that. This is how they should be doing it. It's all concept. You guys got that? Absolutely. On the court is the language is in action. Yo, Tabiti, man, he's overplaying my right. We gonna take it left and you're gonna go back door. Like there's a different conversation because you're in the game in action. And what I'm gonna tell y'all now is some of y'all, all of us, there's an area in your life. I'm echoing. There's an area in your life, Unc, this for you.
Yep.
Where you've been in the stands. Mm-hmm. You in the stands as a spectator. I should do this. I should do that. You shouldn't on yourself and you shouldn't on others.
Yep.
So what we're going to do in this activity is I want you to think of that. So here are some categories. In my fatherhood, am I on the stands or on the court? In my relationship, am I on the stands or in the court? Maybe write it down. In my dreams and vision for what I want to create in my life, am I in the stands or on the court? In my spiritual practice, am I in the stands or am I on the court? In my health and well-being, am I in the stands or on the court? Take a moment. Look at those categories. Just check off where you've been.
Can you repeat it, please?
Yeah. One, let's start with this, with my fatherhood. Am I on the court or in the stands? Two, in my finances, am I on the court or in the stands? In my relationship, am I on the court or in the stands? In my spiritual practice, am I on the court or in the stands? In my health and well-being, am I on the court or in the stands? I have one more, I think. In my dream and vision, like that thing you wanted to create in your life, have I been on the court or in the stands? Do is we're gonna have one person just share, yo, man, I've been on the court, you know, I'm proud. I've been on the court, my fatherhood. In my finances, man, I've been in the stands, right? Now, as the listener, this is what I don't want you to do. When someone is sharing, when they finish, what I want you to do is just ask them the question. The question is, what is the one area that is impacting your life the most? What's the one? And it doesn't have to be impact. Like it could be like, I've been wanting to create that new business for years and it keeps me up at night. It could be like, I wanted to make that relationship better for years. And you just ask them, what's the one that is most important to you right now? And just have them circle that. Okay? You guys got that? So what they're going to circle is the most important one where they've been in the stands and they're just going to circle it. What I don't want you to do is what many of us do is this. Derek tells me, yo, man, you know, I'm really been in the stands with this relationship with my teenage daughter. Oh man, Derek, I know what you mean, man. I have that same thing with my teenage daughter, man. Like I understand how teenage daughters is. Do you see what I did right there? It's what you call stealing the conversation. Because when we do that, it's not about Derek anymore, it's about me. So I want you to stay with the person, allow them to share where they've been in the stands, and just simply ask, what is the most important area that you want to get on the court with, and have them circle it, and then tell them thank you, and then move on to the next person. So there was a point in The Lion King where Simba looked in the reflection, and he looks back and he says, I don't see anything. Y'all remember this point, Simba? Anybody ever seen Lion King? Who saw Lion King? Just raise your hand. All right, so he looks, he doesn't see anything, and there's a monkey, the uncle called Rafiki. Y'all remember Rafiki? So Rafiki is with Simba, and he looks into the reflection. He says, I don't see anything. And Rafiki goes to Simba in his best Rafiki, in my best Rafiki voice. He goes, look harder. Right? That's what he said. He said, look harder. Y'all remember this, right? Did I do that well, Lionel, right?
Yeah,
look harder. That was good, right? So he goes, look harder. Now Simba looks again, and all of a sudden, right? Reflection comes up of his father, and he hears these words. It is time. You are more than you have become. It is time. You are more than you have become. Now glance down at that thing you circled. It is time. You are more than you have become. Y'all with me? Cool. So this is what I want you to do. We're going to take 1 minute, and we're going to look at that area, because it is time. And I want you to write this sentence out, and you're going to complete it. You're going to look at that area. You're going to know that it is time, and we're going to complete this sentence. Somebody can put it in the chat. I am no longer okay that blank. Look at that area. I am no longer okay that blank. Take a minute, silence. Nobody say anything. Just be with your thoughts. Lack of commitment is the high cost of low living. So Michelangelo made the statue of David. There was a priest. The priest was so moved by the statue that he looked for Michelangelo to thank him for creating this beautiful statue of David. It took him about a year. All right, Norman, your partner's Tabidi. It took him about a year. All he wanted to do was thank him. He just wanted to thank him for creating this beautiful statue. Finally, he runs into Michelangelo and says, Michelangelo, thank you for creating this beautiful statue of David. Michelangelo looks at the priest and says, thank you. I didn't create this statue of David. The priest is confused and says, yo, what are you talking about? Like, Michelangelo, this is David. No. Thank you for creating this beautiful statue. He said, thanks, man, but I didn't create the statue of David. So the priest was so dejected that he started to walk away, and Michelangelo pulled him, put his arm around him and said, listen, what I need you to know is that the beauty of David was already in that marble. My only job was to chip away what wasn't David. And when I look on this call, I see kings on this call. It is time. Our job is it's already in you. Your greatness in any of these areas of your life is already in you. Our job is only to chip away the things that are getting in the way, the limiting beliefs, the fear, all that. That's all we do is chip away. So your rightful place, you step up and create the life and the love that you want, fellas.